Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga Moments. I'm Janice and today we have a energy boost yoga flow. So if you've been feeling a little flat lately and you need a little pick me up, this is going to be a great flow. It's going to get you moving, get your energy moving, and you're going to feel great. This is a special video in the sense that at Yoga Moments we want yoga to be accessible to everyone, no matter what your age, ability, doesn't matter. Yoga happens on the inside. It's all about feeling good. So just to make it accessible, we are making a floor series or video today. This is what this one is. There is also the exact same flow in the chair form. So if you're like, you know what, I can't get on the floor yet, or maybe you just don't want to, that's cool. We've got you covered. So you can check out the chair video. It's there, it's posted. Otherwise, grab a blanket or a cushion if you have one and you feel a little tight in the hip flexors. We'll use it later. We'll set it to the side for now. And when you're ready, we're going to start in tabletop position. So this is an energy boost. We're going to move quite quickly. If you miss something, don't worry. Focus on one or two things. So in any yoga pose, there's a ton of things that we can be mindful of. So if you're like, I'm still new, pick one or two things, the first one or two things that come to mind, and roll with that. Don't worry about everything. We will grow in our practice. So we're going to come into tabletop. Our index fingers are going to point towards the top of the mat. We're going to press into all 10 fingers. Shoulders are over top of the wrists. Hips are over top of the knees. Our gaze is down, our navel and our heart are drawing up towards our spine. And on an inhale, we're going to lower the belly, look forward. So trace your gaze. And then on an exhale, we're going to round through our tailbone, point towards the earth, and drop our head. So really arching through the back. Press into all 10 fingers. Inhale, trace your gaze, look forward. So don't miss out. Don't just, flip your head up, but we're actually going to enjoy each aspect of this. Follow your breath here. So I also work as a respiratory therapist, and no two people have the exact same respiratory rate or pattern ever. So tune into your own breath. Exhaling to round through. We'll even it out. Come back to center when you're ready. Bring our toes together. Knees are going to come as wide as the mat, and we're going to just send our hips back. So I'll walk my hands out a little bit and just rock a little side to side, create a little space in our hips. Keep breathing here. We're going to inhale, bring our heart out to the right side and swing all the way up and around. So navel's drawing in. Working our spine side to side. On an inhale, we're going to come forward. On an exhale, we are going to come back. It should feel really good in the side body and in the hips. Again, listen to your body. If you're feeling pain or strain, just ease up. Maybe you bring the knees together. See if you can keep your heart and your navel drawing up towards the spine. So really creating support with the front body. And then when you're ready, we will walk our knees back in under our hips and our wrists under our shoulders. Curl the toes and see if you can really draw your navel in towards your spine. Hug all the way up, creating lift into our down dog. So continuing to press into all 10 fingers. Walking the feet out here. And if your heels don't come all the way to the mat, don't worry. It's all about the sensation. So rotating our inner thighs in towards each other and then towards the wall behind us. Hugging those lower ribs in towards our spine and back. Breathing here. And then your choice. You can walk it up to the top of your mat. You can do it in one big step. We're going to come into Uttanasana. So forward fold, pressing into all four corners of both feet. Lifting up from the arch. And if you find you have a lot of tightness in the backs of the legs, take a little weight into your hands. So we're not pressing entirely into our feet, but just shifting a little bit of weight into our hands. And that just helps support the body so we're not feeling like we're going to fall out of our pelvis. That makes our hamstrings work extra hard. Breathing here, we're going to inhale, press down, roll it up. Take a peek at the video if you need. And then from here, we're gonna bend our knees, soften, reach all the way up. Bring the sunshine, whatever that means to you. And then we'll exhale our hands to our heart. So one more time, bring the sunshine, get wide here. Exhale, this time we're gonna take it all the way down. Plant the hands on either side of the feet, and we'll step the right foot back. So coming into a lunge here. My right knee is over top of my right ankle. I'm drawing my left knee is over top of my left ankle. My left hip crease is drawing back, and I'm squeezing my thighs in towards the midline. So it should feel nice and supported. If it feels a little unfamiliar, that's okay. We're just growing our practice here. So long as it doesn't feel uncomfortable or painful, then you're doing it absolutely right. We're going to inhale, draw a line with our nose, look forward, reach our heart forward. Keep reaching through that back right heel. And then our gaze is going to come down. We're going to plant the right hand, draw a line, twisting to the left. So reaching up with the left hand, squeezing those thighs together for that support. Exhale, we'll plant the left hand, step the left foot back, and lower all the way down to our bellies. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring a little bit of weight into your elbows so they're not up, but they're coming down. Inhale, we're just going to lift our forehead off the mat. So heart is lifting just a little bit. Big breath here. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes. Inhale, press up and into our down dog. So lift those hips, squeeze the navel in, and breathe here. So you can pedal it out again. Maybe you find that internal rotation of your thighs. And then we're going to step our right foot all the way up. So coming into our lunge on the other side. From here, check your foundation. Press the right knee over top of the right ankle and press into the ground. Reach through with your left heel and draw your right hip crease back. So we're squaring ourselves here. Inhale, look forward, reach your heart forward, creating a lot of space on the left side of the body. And then we'll exhale back to center. So gaze comes down, and we'll inhale, open over to the right side of the body. So breathing here, press into all 5 fingers on the left hand, and then exhale. We'll plant the hands, step the right foot back, lower all the way down again. So cobra again, but set yourselves up here. So hands come in underneath the shoulders, elbows are heavy, press into your pelvis, and then inhale, lift your forehead, lift your heart. If this feels tight in your lower back, don't lift as high, just come down a little bit, and instead just shift your heart forward towards the top of your mat. We'll exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to down dog. And walk it out here. So if there's anything else you need, this is our last down dog. Take it here. Enjoy it. And then we'll make our way to the top of our mat. And one more forward fold here. So you can bend your knees, bring your tummy to your thighs. Again, if you have tightness in the backs of your hamstrings and it doesn't seem to go away no matter what you do, bring a little weight into your hands. And then we'll inhale, press into our feet, rise all the way up. Nice big breath here. Coming into Tadasana, we're going to bring our big toes together and leave just a thumbprint in between our heels. From here, we're going to inhale, reach our arms up, drop our shoulders away from our ears to create space, and we're going to shift our hips all the way back. So we're really creating lift in the front body here. Weight is going to shift back into our heels. Gaze is going to come either towards the ground in front of us, or if you feel a little brave today, we're going to reach forward with our gaze. And then on an exhale, we're going to drop our hands, press into our toes. So weight comes forward. Here you can drop your gaze if it's been up into like a little bit in front of us. And then we'll inhale, reach our arms up, come back into chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, rise up. Really squeeze your legs together here. Inhale, reach it up. One more time. Create that lift. Maybe you drop your hips a little bit lower. And then exhale, come on up. So maybe find a little more height on your toes. Lift the heels. And then inhale, we'll reach all the way up. Rotate the pinkies in. So plant your feet. Reach into the ground with all four corners of your feet. And we'll exhale our hands to our heart. Beautiful. You guys are doing awesome. We're going to step back into the middle of our mat and just come into a nice seated posture. So if you want a blanket here, if you find you're rounding through your back, you can bring your blanket in underneath your sit bones. And we'll come into Dandasana, or staff pose. So legs straight out in front of us. Bring our toes up towards the sky. And just check in here. Take a breath. We'll reach the arms up nice and high. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then, as though I've got like a pillow in my lap or a beach ball, I'm going to lift my navel and my heart up and over top. So my knees are going to bend here because, again, I'm tight in the back of my legs. And that's okay. So I'm grounding down through my thigh bones, reaching towards my toes. And I'm lengthening, so really drawing my navel in, getting long in the torso, finding that support. Maybe you inhale, look forward, and breathe here. So if you're feeling pain in the backs of your legs, come up a little bit, or if you're feeling it in your lower back or anywhere, take this moment, enjoy it. We're going to inhale, come on up. And we're going to draw our right knee up towards our chest. So I'm going to wrap my left elbow around my right knee. And if you have trouble bringing it in that far, you can always grab your hand. Or if you have a little more mobility than that, you can bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Our right hand is going to swim behind us. And we're going to sit up nice and tall here, so no collapsing into our lower back or into our pelvis. But we're going to do a little spinal twist. So inhale nice and long through the crown of our head. And then on an exhale, let your body twist. No forcing it. My left toes are active, pointing up towards the sky. The left thigh bone is grounding down. Breathing here. On an inhale, we'll come back to center. Take it to the other side. So we extend the right leg, draw the left leg up. And you can bring your right arm or right elbow around your left knee if you want. If you need a little more space, just bring your right hand. Otherwise, you can, if it's available, bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. And again, we sit up nice and tall, so finding that twist engages the whole torso. On an inhale, nice and tall. On an exhale, let yourself twist. And again, breathe. Just feel it out. Right toes are active towards the sky. Right thigh bone is grounding down towards the earth. And on an inhale, we'll come back to center. I'm going to slide off my blanket and I'm just going to slide it up. We are going to come onto our backs. So mindfully make your way there in a way that feels good to you. And when you're there, maybe you snuggle the shoulders in underneath your back. If there's anything you want here, you can take it. If you want to hug the knees in and rock it out, or maybe you take a supine spinal twist. I'm going to come straight into Shavasana because that feels really good for me. And this is the point where we check in just with our breath. And then once we've checked in, we let it go. Finding places to soften. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. Maybe you've got stuff to do, but see if you can enjoy at least a couple of breaths, a couple of moments here. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home and sharing this time with me. I sincerely appreciate it, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. From my heart to yours, Namaste.